time I seen 100 bands, yeah, I grew up. Ooh, on the couches with my shoe up. And we was getting that record label money before they knew us. And we were blowing your budget in the club to booth up. If your dog fall in your ball hog and get your whole crew up.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go, let's go! Snickers, you gotta spin! 8, 8, 8, 8! Whirl!
Now Roethlisberger on first down, eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, tuck the ball for him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action with Jackson, escaping the pressure right. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And the Steelers set to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take it under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, the D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that fourth down.
Second down, Jackson. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Jackson. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. They go play action now. Jackson forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Dancing to his left. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson on second down. Flushed out right. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll run forward Montgomery into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
He'll get it up the middle, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. It's the fullback punching it in from a yard away, and the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit for the Saints.
The big fella, the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 50 yards. Now a first down carry by Bell. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. His throw incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not doing it. It came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down, it's Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On third down, here's Bell. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers of reading a play and flowing to make the stop before.
And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They go play action here on first down, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before. Reaches the 27. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught left side by John Brown. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Montgomery. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Finding some room at midfield. This will be caught by Brown. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bell. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Again, it's Roethlisberger going up top. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their life. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a third time here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Now Jackson looking to throw on second down. Crabtree with it over the middle. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Left side to Crabtree. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. On second down, Montgomery. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Nick Boyle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel. Yeah,
they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Jackson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd down, Jackson. This will be caught at about the 6. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Trying to lay one up deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Snickers, you got to spin. Snickers.
On third down, Roethlisberger. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up fourth down. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Jack 16. Snickers, you got to spin.
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Terrell Suggs in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Jackson, flush to his right. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Boyle, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he's able to get it back to right around.
Have an all-white rank. Couldn't hit if that ain't. Don't talk to me. You ain't never help your mans, don't talk to me. You just follow all the trends, don't talk to me. I set the bar, I'm the bar. Like in the sky, I'm a star. I don't fall in love, cause I be loving. They ain't like my shirt, it's a large. I don't care, I crush a ghost. Got 2 kids and 2 states, I be doing the most. I got white folks money that I won't blow. And if you ask why, cause the white folks don't. Big bank, tight, low bank. Big bank, tight, low bank. The type of money you gon' need a sight. The type of money you gon' need a bank.
From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank. Big bank, tight, low bank.
Everything proper, no propaganda. Tropicana gold yard bandana. Big, a lot of like Santa. Threw a birthday party in a phantom. Big, like a dinosaur did it. And you know, shining like acrylic. Yeah, but had cornrows. I can see you hang with the door closed. Now I'm looking for a glove with a sparkle on it. And my got chocolate on it. Big bank, take small. Bank account on some talk. Attitude on some. Bank roll on what it do, boo. He had the roulette.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City. And a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, gotta go.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throw left side complete. That's Sims. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Hurry!
Here's the first carry for Troy Cohen. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers. They're going to take over an excellent field position.
Come on, let's go!
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. A give to Bell. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They'll pitch it out to Bell. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, 24 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll begin the drive with Howard. Sheds off the tackle, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
We just saw what a lot of teams call a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game. That signifies they want to run the football. Yeah, occasionally they'll play action and throw it, but most of the time, those guys on the field means strength, power, run the ball behind them. And now what a lot of teams are doing is they're taking an extra offensive tackle and putting him in a tight end number to give them even more blocking power. And we just saw it on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On third down, that's Cohen. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Trubisky now off the bootleg. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sims. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. They'll run. Here's Burton, the fullback. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Mike Burton taking it in. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. Parkey with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Here's Dobbs. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack In there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
To throw is Dobbs. This one complete, right side to McDonald. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are in for 6. And he'll bang that one through. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Goes underneath for Bell. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. On the counter, here's Bell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now Dobbs. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
They'll go for it with Bell. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On 1st down, Dobbs to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Leonard Floyd not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. On play action, it's Dobbs. And he's going to go down again. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A first throw now for the backup Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, Snickers, 66.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger going for the deep ball. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
These two.
Second and 10, it's Roethlisberger once more. And that's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, 57 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Onto the field now come the Bears. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Parkey adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field.
Hurry up, let's go! Double, double. Corner. Whirl! Double bump. Eight.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Man open left side is Brown. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand the bell, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They'll run it with Bell. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They go play action here on first down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Snickers, you got to spin. Jack 16.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Snickers, 66.
They'll throw now on the final play. And that is incomplete. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter three. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first. For Brown, that's his fifth catch. So 5 catches over 50 yards. You might as well set your watch to that. He does it every game.
Think about 2013. The only player in NFL history to have at least 5 catches.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running it.
Pressure up the middle, and down he goes. Ryan Shazier able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Trubisky to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They go with Howard again. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Hey, gotta go.
On second down, here's Trubisky. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. Right? This is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, It tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Ben on third and long. Escaping the pressure right. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky sliding out of the pocket. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
18. Red, up.
Now Trubisky on third and long. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Stephon Tuitt back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Eddie Goldman busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
On third down, Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. And down he'll go at the 25. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Flushed out right. And it is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Now Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confident. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bears will extend their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. And
have an all-white rank. Couldn't hit if that ain't. Lanes can't call and you lame. You had it and you lost it, all the shame. I can buy a Billy, don't talk to me. For a show 150, don't talk to me. You ain't never helped your mans, don't talk to me. You just follow all the trends, don't talk to me. I set the bar, I'm the bar. Look in the sky, I'm a star. I don't fall in love, cause I be loving. They ain't like my shirt, it's a large. I don't care, I crash a ghost. Got 2 cribs in 2 states, I be doing the most. I got white folks' money that I won't blow. And if you ask why, cause the white folks don't. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Type of money you gon' need a sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank.
Everything proper, no propaganda. Tropicana gold yard bandana. Big, a lot of like Santa. Threw a birthday party in a phantom. Big like a dinosaur did it. And you know, shining like acrylic. Yeah, but had cornrows. I can see you hang with the door closed. Now I'm looking for a glove with a sparkle on it. And my got chocolate on it. Big bank take small. Bank account on some talk. Attitude on some. Bankroll on what it do, boo. He had the roulette vibe. And if I ain't did it yet, I'll try.
Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Type of money you gon' need a sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank.
She said, what you gon' do if I leave? I said, I'ma do me. B.I.G. Everything zoomed in. Big on me looking like I'm moving in. Got my foot in the door and we still here. I'm a first generation millionaire. I broke the curse of my family not having. I'm passionate like us after more than just cashing. Feed me to the wolves, now I lead the packing. You boys all cap, I'm more Colin Kaepernick. I'm rare as affordable healthcare. Or going to wealth from welfare. I turn my W's to those. I might buy a red bottoms with the crypto. 3 coins, that'll pay your whole semester. But you got it better than a Tesla.
Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Type of money you gon' need a sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank.
Back again, back to back, made back, stacked it. I miss Slim Shady, the M. Once he black, he'll be back again. Tell him that it's crunch time abdomen. Yes, I caught Mad Chanel and Mad Javin. She did it again, imagine them. About to make these bums mad again. Uh-oh. Back to them. I lead the pack, so my back's to them. Yup, the queen's back, what's happening? Rerun, about to make these rap again. Diamond chains on my ankle. Young money in the cut like a tail tip, rubber bands on my bankroll. Show my like a
big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Type of money you gon' need a sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank.
somebody call for the queen.
I never anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a six by the morning, I got on a meat, no pneumonia, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture, you got the picture me, Pacific ice on my ocean, ready for war like I'm Russia, ladies should never the luggage, my diamonds they tussling, my neck and my belly on, they calling for me and they, you want me like me and I look, yeah, her Rex on her, yeah, B-Rex better calm down, yeah, if you go around, come around, yeah, whole squad, yeah, squad goes on the, yeah, make some orange gel on my toes, yeah, Farrakhan glass for the chosen, yeah, you can go and get mad, jumping in the bed with the 2 dot team, and who's you, my shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too, dripping my swag, I never anybody, but I got something to do with it. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a six by the morning, I got on a meat, no pneumonia, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture.
You got a picture me. Send me calling, ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dustin'? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. Can't hear my haters from way up here. They
now she go, for the team, now she don't ski, splash. Think about post now on the pockets lettuce, don't think I'm ready, you got that swag, you got that, free my we better.